KILR Killer Game.
Hello, gamers, simmers, and pilots. I am the Killer Gamer, and welcome back to the tour around the world featuring Sierra ProPilot 99. I was going to say Sierra's ProPilot 99, but you can also say just ProPilot 99. Well, either way works. And we are going to be continuing our flight from Joliet inside our favorite airplane, the Bonanza V35. Just moving on right along here with the good old V-tail there. Climbing right on inside here. I've got a flight plan and everything worked out. So gonna go ahead and pull up that flight plan here. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the flight plan that we've got planned. So you can see we're right here at Joliet. We're going to be flying here to EON. I forgot what that's for. We'll look that up here in a moment. And then we're going to Kankakee, over to Pontiac, and then over to Bloomington. Now on the other simulators, we had flown to Kankakee. It was like a whole separate flight. But you may notice here on this map, the white ones here are airports. You'll notice that there is no airport at Kankakee. Why? Who knows? That was a big oversight on the part of Sierra / SubLogic when they first made ProPilot. Yeah, very disappointing. And even in the ProPilot 99, it was still left out. So, yeah, not a big fan of that, but we're still gonna go there. We're just obviously not gonna land because there's really nothing to land at unless we want to land on grass or dirt or something. But we're basically just going to come over here. We're going to fly past it and then make our way to Bloomington. So these are actually two separate flights. They're all combined into one. And that's pretty much what we did in the first ProPilot as well as ProPilot USA. And that's what we are going to do here. Okay, so I mentioned that we can find out what some of this stuff is. And I'll show that to you. First of all, let's go ahead and get the fuel and everything set up here. And we'll go ahead and get some batteries on and all switches and all kinds of stuff here. We got the lawnmower started. Okay, now there is a menu option here that we can look for. Where is it? Nav radios. Airspace. Here we go, navigational aids. Okay, so one of them was EON. So let's see if we can type in EON. There it goes, Payotone. Yes, that looks familiar. We can tune that in to Nav 1. It's very useful there. 113.20. And you can see Nav 1 is tuned in. It's tuned in over here. And we can go ahead and go over here back to navigational aids. We can type in IKK for Kankakee, and we can just go over here, click that to tune to nav 2. All right. So see, we're all set and ready to go there, and then we can change things as we go. Now there is a TC. Whether or not I can get this thing to work is a whole nother story, but we will certainly give it a try. Which direction are we facing right now? 12. We want to go east. That's about right. I'm not sure if this is going to switch between... Oh, there it goes. Okay. Got a bunch of flashy stuff up here. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Control R would be repeat, but that doesn't seem to be doing anything. We're just going to go ahead and take off here. Okay, it looks like we're set there. Now we got to get this thing here set up. There we go.
Center, Bonanza Niner 6210.
Bonanza Niner 6210, proceed direct to Echo Oscar November.
Bonanza Niner 6210.
Bonanza 210, climb and maintain 5,000.
Climb and maintain 5,000. Bonanza 210.
Okay, so that's us. We have a co-pilot that's with us. Trying to get things adjusted here. Okay, so I've got the autopilot set, and we are moving right ahead to Payotone, which is 18 miles away. And then we got Kankakee right after that, which is tuned in here, but oh, that's right, Kankakee doesn't have a DME. We'll just change this around here. Okay. So that way to Kankakee, but we're not actually going to, well, we're not going directly there. We're going to Payotone first. So we can turn off our taxi and landing lights there. And we're getting close to 5,000 feet. So we'll go ahead and level off here. Just our heading. So we got Peotone locked in here on nav 1. So we're going to head directly there first. Okay, I think we might be ready for our altitude hold here. Getting ready to click it. That's close enough. That should hold us in place there for a bit. Now, I've been noticing some weird things with ProPilot 99 because I hadn't played it in a bit, so I've been wanted to make sure I tested out a few things before I.
Bonanza 210. Descend and maintain 2,500.
What?
Ascend and maintain 2,500. Bonanza 210.
Did you say ascend or descend? What are we doing? Oh, whatever. We're nowhere even close to the airport we want to go to. And my flight plan. See that? Okay, here's some crappy things here about ProPilot. One of them is the flight planning. I specifically put in there 4,000 feet. It tells me to go to 5,000. Now it's telling me to go to 2,500. I'm like, what? Another poor thing about ProPilot is that when you go to create your flight plan, you can randomly generate weather, but it's always got clouds. It's either broken or it's overcast. There's nothing else. There's like no clear, no few clouds, no scatter clouds. It's either one or the other. So it doesn't have quite the variety that I think it should have. And it seems like when you're on the ground, you know, I can't get it to the point where you're actually communicating with the tower. Now, it's very possible that since we're at Joliet, that there wasn't a ground or tower to tune into. It would have just been multicom. So it's very possible that's why that was there. So we're just going to stick here at this altitude that we're at. And something else weird that I've noticed is that you can see that it's 10:55, right? 22:55, 2200 hours, or 10:55 p.m. Now, I could swear that when I was a moment ago, I thought it lit up a little bit out here. Could be wrong, but I thought I saw that. Okay, so we're approaching Peotone. We're about 3 miles from it. And I'd say that's probably it right there. That is Peotone. with Kankakee probably in that direction. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and that's our direction for Kankakee. Don't get carried away there. Come on back. Now what we can go ahead and do here, I'm going to tune in
Bonanza 210, descend and maintain 2,500.
We're not doing that.
Descend and maintain 2,500. Bonanza 210.
Okay, I'm moving Kankakee up to nav 1 here. That's pretty much Kankakee. So the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to put Pontiac down here on nav 2. If we go back here to our navigational aids, let's see, Pontiac was P&T, I think, yeah. Pontiac, tune into nav 2, 109.60.
Bonanza 210, proceed direct to India, Kilo, Kilo.
Bonanza 210.
Yep, and that's actually where we're going. Okay, so Pontiac is coming in, and it's 46 miles away. But we're going to keep flying. We're going to fly right over Kankakee. Matter of fact, I think I see the Kankakee River right here. Yeah, you can see the river. We're just now passing it. Adjusting our heading here, but basically once this, and we're basically at Kankakee for sure. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll start heading in the direction of Pontiac now. Well, actually, hold on here. Let's make sure that we, because I was thinking of the flight plan, we got to be absolutely sure that we hit our mark. Because ATC will say,
Bonanza 210, descend and maintain 2,500.
Descend and maintain 2,500. Bonanza 210.
yeah, they're not going to say that. They're going to tell us to go to the next waypoint.
Bonanza 210, proceed direct to Papa November Tango.
Bonanza 210.
Okay, so yeah, we hit our mark, and we can go ahead and make that change now. We'll start hitting directly to Pontiac. There we go. Okay, so we got 41 miles until we get there. And then we'll go ahead and look up BMI. Makes it easier if you have an actual map, but hey, let's use the tools that we have right here. Bloomington's 108.20. Just clicked on that. Yeah, I don't think we actually made use of that in the previous flight, so kind of helps, you know, if you're able to see the kind of tools that you have available in the simulator, in case you're, you know, wanting to do some flying and ProPilot yourself. Okay, so what we can go ahead and do here is we'll click on like this button here for nav 1, and once we get a signal we should start hearing like a Morse code, you know, short beeps, long beeps, which is a signifier to let us know that we're tuned into it. So we'll just have that depressed there until we get some type of signal. Meanwhile, we have 38 miles to go. And with that in mind, I can show you something that I got in the mail today. Something that I ordered. So let's go ahead and let's rip this thing open here. And let's see what we got. All right.
210, descend and maintain 2,500.
Descend and maintain 2,500. Bonanza 210.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, this wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be. I was thinking something else was coming today, but I did order this, so all right, so this is, I've got the first one, but this is the sequel, Flying Club 2. And this is with good for Flight Simulator 2004 and FSX. Superb attention to detail. This one's a winner. So you can fly the Archer, the Duchess, and the R-44 from Denham, and the club that every GA pilot has to join. So it says here, worldwide, general aviation aircraft account for 75% of all hours flown by civil machines. Flying Club 2 is the, capitalized, expansion for Flight Simulator X and 2004 that allows virtual private pilots to experience the sort of flying that goes on day in, day out across the globe. Two fantastic aircraft and the world's most popular helicopter are beautifully modeled, inside and out, and all come with highly realistic custom flight models and a huge list of features. Added to this is intricately detailed FSX scenery for Denham Aerodrome, one of the UK's most famous airfields. It's time to sign up for club membership. Okay, and then in the little pictures that they've got here, state-of-the-art flight models are accompanied by accurate exteriors, authentic sounds, and massive range of animations. All the aircraft come with realistic avionics, suites, and unique cockpit animations. That's a scary-looking guy there. Each aircraft is based on a genuine flying example and extensively tested by pilots with many hours on the real machines. So, here are some pictures on the back here of Flying Club 2. It's awfully dark. You probably can't see any of that. Yeah, I guess it's kind of dark. Well, you know, the screen in front of us is dark, so I don't have any of that light reflecting on here, but yeah, so this is Flying Club 2. I've got the first one. Haven't really dug into it yet. I think the first one works with 2002 and 2004. And to my surprise, they still have this series going. Because Just Flight, that's what this is Just Flight. I recently got an email for some stuff that was on sale, and they have Flying Club 5 now, and it's like compatible all the way up to P3D5 now. So it'll be interesting to check that out.
Descend and maintain 2,500.
Descend and maintain 2,500. Bonanza 210.
Ooh, it's got that new book smell. it's not new, but all right. Well, let's see. Let's go ahead and reduce our. We are about 24 miles away from Pontiac. Oh, look at this. Our little Morse code thing didn't work. Well, that's crappy. It does work in other simulators. Did not work here, though. Okay, so we got 23 miles to Pontiac. That's on Nav 2. Nav 1, click on this here, is 41 miles. That is to Bloomington. So Nav 1 is represented over here. So we'll just keep going to Pontiac, which is probably this up here, would be my guess. My guess could be wrong. It is 20 miles up ahead. So what other interesting information can be had here on this Flying Club 2? We'd like to welcome you once again to Just Flight's Flying Club. Worldwide general aviation aircraft account. Okay, it just goes into the whole thing again. Though it does say outstanding animation includes nose wheel steering, entry doors, and engine inspection panels. Small but important items like the brake fluid lines, pitot head, and I thought it said pilot head, and radio aerials are modeled. And the sounds in Flying Club are specially recorded for the correct aircraft authenticity. 3 of the finest, the PA-28-181 Archer III, the twin-engine Beechcraft Duchess 76, and the R-44 helicopter. For Flight Simulator X users, the package also includes highly detailed scenery of Denham Airfield. Denham is located to the west of London and has been a very well-known GA and training airfield for many years. Denham has been painstakingly created to the very highest standards and includes all the major buildings. The detail even extends to snow on the ground during December and January, thanks to Just Flight's unique scenery modeling technology. Thanks, Just Flight! This is a hefty book here. Yeah, this manual's got some weight to it. I'm also allergic to it, apparently. Alright, so we got information here on the Archer 3. Keeping a record of your flights, the instrument panels and virtual cockpits.
Descend and maintain 2,500.
Descend and maintain 2,500. Bonanza 210.
It shows the main panel of the Archer 3 and where everything is on it. Then it's got the Duchess. And the helicopter, which I am just horrible at flying helicopters. See, I need to practice with helicopters like I've needed to practice with airliners. Let's see, what other stuff does Just Flight have here? P-38 Lightning, a Tiger Moth, Space Shuttle, Airbus Long Haul, Rescue Pilot Mission Pack, and World Airports 3. I think I have World Airports 3. I think. Or I got something else. I don't know. There was something that I got. How many miles we got? 11 miles? Denham Aerodrome. Here, let's fix this here. Yeah, this here, this does look like Pontiac. 10 miles, we're pretty close to it. Either that or it's this up here. Okay, and then that's about right. I think that's Bloomington right there. I've got this lowered on there. Alright, so the Denham Aerodrome. Let's see. Adjusting scenery. Display. Scenery complexity table. Recommended settings. Airfield settings. I don't care about all this.
Bonanza
I don't care about that either.
Climb and maintain 6,000.
Alright, doesn't really say
Climb
anything.
and maintain 6,000. Bonanza 210.
What? Did you hear that? We were at 5,000 before, and then they want us to go to 2,500, and now they want us to go back up to 6,000. I don't know what the heck is in their water, but we are definitely not doing all that stuff. We're going to hang out here at 3,200 or something. We're going to hang out here is what we're going to do. And we're just about at... Now, did you see that? Did you see how this lit up here? It got a little bit brighter. But it's 2,300 hours. Why is it doing that? I don't know. And these old simulators, the alternatives to Flight Simulator, are neat. They're neat to play around with. But you can kind of see why they weren't exactly successful. But see, that's why we're playing it. That's why we're playing this and flying around the world, so you don't have to. If you don't want to. You can just watch it all right here. Or suppose that you had ProPilot back in the day, and you're like, gee, I wonder what those times were like. And you can kind of relive those memories right here. I never played this when it first came out. We should be getting a message from ATC to continue to Bloomington here shortly. I was doing a bunch of videos over the past few days of Fly 2 from Terminal Reality. And so when you're sitting there moving between all these different simulators, you gotta kind of change your head, change gears and stuff as far as
Bonanza 210, proceed direct to Bravo Mike India.
Bonanza 210.
as far as what controls do what keyboard commands do what.
Bonanza 210, descend and maintain 2000.
Descend and maintain 2000. Bonanza 210.
They've got us all over the place. Okay, well, we're close. At least they're not having us go to 6,000. That was ridiculous. Okay, so we got 20 miles to go now to Bloomington. We'll bring the power down here a little bit as we go down to 2,000. Okay, I see some gray up here, some light gray along the horizon. I'm going to say that's probably Bloomington right there. Look at this, I'm bouncing up and down. It's like I'm going down, going up.
Bonanza 210, contact approach on 118.05 today.
Contact approach 118.05. Bonanza 210. Good day.
I think the co-pilot changed the radio to the ILS.
Airport information, whiskey, time 0356, Zulu weather, wind 90 at 4, visibility 1030,000, scattered, temperature 182.14, altimeter 3003, landing and departing runway 29, departures contact ground on 121.65, arrivals contact approach on 118.05, advise controller on initial contact you have information whiskey. Airport information, whiskey, time 0356, Zulu weather, wind 90.
Approach Bonanza 96210. Inbound for landing with whiskey.
Bonanza 96210, expect vectors for approach runway 29, squawk 1565.
Expect vectors for 29 Squawk 1565 Bonanza 210.
Okay, and our co-pilot sets the transponder and everything, so makes things a lot nicer. Alright, let's go back to our navigational aids again. Alright, Bloomington is one-way point 2. We're going to tune that into nav 2.
Bonanza 21 Sierra, contact tower on 124.6. Good day.
Contact tower at 124.6. Bonanza 210. Good day. Tower at Bonanza 96210 Sierra.
Bonanza 90621 Sierra, continue approach.
It's kind of weird having the ADF up here. I'm always accustomed to seeing the OBS on top of the ADF. This is the other way around. I don't think that's accurate, but
Cessna 85 Kilo, you're cleared for the touch and go, runway 29.
Cessna 85 Kilo.
I'm going to go ahead and turn on our landing lights and stuff here.
Cessna 85 Kilo, fly runway heading and continue your climb.
Cessna 85 Kilo.
So we're about 8 miles away. Should be seeing it here shortly.
Bonanza 21 Sierra, turn left heading 160.
Turn left, heading 160. Bonanza 21 Sierra.
Bonanza 21 Sierra, climb and maintain 3,000.
Climb and maintain 3,000. Bonanza 21 Sierra.
It was 2,000. Now I'm curious, 108.3, is that the ILS, and which ILS is it for? Let's take a look here. ILSs, we can type that in there. And we can type in BMI. So runway 129, that's what we're tuned into. Okay, so that's what they wanted us to land on, was 29, I think. Okay, so ILS is tuned in. This here is not set correctly, so the co-pilot didn't set that correctly. You can see the glide slope here adjusting.
Cessna 85 Kilo. Continue right downwind for 200. We'll call your base.
Cessna 85 Kilo.
Bonanza 210, descent, maintain 2000.
Descend and maintain 2000. Bonanza 210.
Now that you're at 3,000, we're going to have you go back down to 2,000 where you were. Now, one thing that I think is really neat about this, and it's not on any of the other simulators, I've only noticed it here, is that when you get to the airport, it'll tell you, okay, flight right downwind, left downwind, we'll call your base. And I noticed I've been getting back into VATSIM flying a lot online, and when I did some VFR flights, I actually heard, hey, we'll call your base. Oh, that's cool. So, you know, it ties into my experience here with ProPilot, because this is the only simulator where I've actually heard them say, we'll call your base. I have not heard that on any other simulator or ATC program. Okay, there's the airport.
Bonanza 210, descent, maintain 2000.
Descend and maintain 2000. Bonanza 210.
Bonanza 210, turn left heading 120.
Turn left, heading 120. Bonanza 210.
They've got us going in some weird direction here.
Bonanza 210, clear to turn right base for 290.
Clear right base for 290. Bonanza 210.
So we're cleared, but I don't know if he's going to tell us to turn. I guess we'll just do it ourselves.
Bonanza 21 Sierra, turn right heading 230.
Turn right heading 230, Bonanza 21 Sierra.
Bonanza 21 Sierra, cleared for the ILS approach runway 29.
Bonanza 21 Sierra.
Okay. I had the marker down wrong, but we've got it now. Oh my word, what's this plane doing?
Cessna 85 Kilo, clear to turn right base for 29.
Cessna 85 Kilo.
When it comes to autopilot, this thing is not the grandest of things. Thump. See if we can get the approach mode to work on the autopilot. Kind of nice if it can. Let's see. Autopilot approach. Let's see if that works. And will it guide us down on the glide slope? It's definitely got us lined up, so that's good. Like, what's the plane doing here? It's like lined up just fine, and it's just like slowly moving. We got a little bit of scenery here. So a few buildings. Alright, here we go.
Bonanza 21 Sierra, you can turn at any intersection. intersection at contact ground on 121.65. Good day.
Contact ground 121.65, Bonanza 210, good day.
Well, there's no taxi ways, so... Guess maybe we'll just go over there where the tower's at? I don't know.
Ground, Bonanza 96210.
Bonanza 210, taxi to the ramp. Good day.
Taxi to the ramp, good day. Bonanza 210.
What's that red thing? What is that? Or is that just part of the runway there? Oh yeah, that's just part of the runway. Alrighty. Well, sounds good. We'll go ahead and just turn it all off here. There it goes, finally. I wasn't sure if it was going to turn off or not. Okay, so here we are at Bloomington. So we flew over Kankakee. There's no airport to land at there, unlike the other simulators that were of the non-Sierra brand. And then we continued from there to Bloomington. So you got basically 2 flights in the one on this one episode here. And this is where we'll stop for right now. So I want to appreciate all of you for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series. And if so, go ahead and click that thumbs up, that like button there. Because we like it. We like it here in the Killer community when you like stuff. And also leave comments. Because you know what? It helps out me and the channel and the video. And it gets it out there and those recommended views. So, for people out there that may not even be aware that these videos are out there to be watched. It gets it out there and allows other people to know that, hey, someone's making a series with ProPilot 99. So help each other out. Like the video, make some comments, share it, let people know about it. And if you're new here, subscribe, because subscribing is a cool thing. Not only do you become part of the Killer community by subscribing, but you also get notified of future flight simulation content that gets uploaded to the channel. And it could be new episodes of this series of ProPilot 99, as well as the original, the USA version, any of the other flight simulators that I have on this channel, and different types of series. Some are non-flight simulators. So you get notified on all that stuff to let you know what it has been uploaded and when it was uploaded. And then if you are into the live streaming, head on over to Twitch, twitch.tv/KillerGamer, because at times I will live stream the episodes that I'm recording, which gives you a chance to see those episodes early, weeks, even months before they're turned into episodes and put onto the channel. So be sure to head over there and follow me, so that way you can be a part of that. And then you can interact with me. We can chat, we can talk, and we can fly together, and you get to be part of the show. That's cool. And then for social media, there is Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Instagram is for all those behind-the-scenes pics of things that I'm working on, projects and stuff. Gives you kind of an idea of what I'm up to. And Twitter for all those official announcements of things that are coming, or polls, questions that I pose to the KILR community as far as, hey, should we do this, should we do that? It's my way of communicating with you. And then Snapchat, which is just, I don't know, another form of communication of pictures with labels and stuff. I don't know. I need to figure out the best way to use that source. But anyways, other than that, putting that aside, if you do like what I'm doing and you'd like to donate, I do have a Patreon account set up. So head on over there, and there's different tier levels set up for, you know, whatever you want to donate, where it's just $1 a month or a lot more than that. There are different reward tiers set up. So take a look at that, see what interests you. Other than that, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. I will see you on the next leg of our world tour journey. Have a killer awesome day.